Given that Bing Ads is growing in many countries and search engines are quite dynamic, it is always useful to take a periodic measurement of how different search engines perform, and this we can do with segmentation. First, in analytics, you want to probably set your date range for at least 6 months, if not more, so that you can track performance over time. Once you've done that, one of the ways to proceed is to look in the left column under Audience, so just expand Audience, and put it on Overview. And it then produces some cumulative data for a long period of time. And now we're going to head up to the top middle area and we'll click on Add Segment. And let's first create a segment for Bing traffic. I'll show you how it's done for the first time, and this will be useful if you haven't set up the segment before. You just hit the red button that says Add New Segment, and then look in the left column for traffic sources, because there are obviously various other bases for segmentation. So we select traffic sources, and we're going to make sure that source is set on contains, and then we're just going to type in Bing. Now we obviously need to give this segment a name, so I'm going to call it Bing 10, since I have various other similar segments already. And we're going to click on Save. But notice before we even save it, it already calculates the value of that segment for you. So you can see that here. So now we click on Save, and we've created this segment for Bing traffic, and we already see the segmented data. Now let's head back up again, click on Add Another Segment, and let's imagine you've already set up a segment for Google in the same way that we've just demonstrated here for Bing. Then all you'll do is you'll find this segment from the list here, or you'll use the search button. I will just type Google in, and here is a segment for Google Organic that we created, and we click on Apply. Great, so now we've got the green line across our graph that represents Google traffic, the orange line represents Bing, and of course the blue line on top represents our total amount of traffic. And when we scroll down, we'll be able to perform an analysis on how each of these search engines performed over time, and we can even view them then as an individual segment. We are actually still functioning at a macro level here, since the next step that you might want to do is to start analyzing how individual pages performed and how individual pages benefited or perhaps suffered over time from any SEO efforts.